My name is Danny Berg. This channel is Most Amazing Top 10 and you guys seem to enjoy seeing pictures that people posted online that left them unemployed. Weirdly specific. Some of them totally deserved it, but for others it might just have been an unlucky mistake and maybe you guys watching this will want to learn from their mistakes. Well, here are some for you. This is the top 10 pictures that lost people their jobs part 3. Coming in at number 10 now, we have these guys from Birmingham, England who took this picture of a mock ISIS execution after a team building day out. The men worked for a bank there who sent them go-karting on that day, and when they finished they realised the similarity between the go-karting jumpsuits and balaclavas and the clothes of terrorist executioners and their victims. They decided to post their mock-up to Instagram expecting lots and lots of laughs, but some of their co-workers at the bank saw it, they reported it, and the men were very quickly fired. Sometimes there's a time and a place for certain jokes, but I'm not sure where the time or place for this joke would be. Next up at number 9, in 2013, Melissa Jordan left her son at the Heavenly Haven Childcare Center in North Carolina. Later that day, she saw pictures on Instagram posted by one of the carers of her son in a high chair, and the comments appeared to be laughing at his speech difficulties, even turning him into a meme at one point. The woman, Jenna Farrell, had posted pictures a few weeks before laughing at another kid's teeth. Now it goes without saying, but it's pretty much a big no-no to post children's images without the parents' or employer's consent, but laughing at them as well pretty much knocked it out of the park, and Jenna Farrell was fired right there and then. Moving on to number 8 now, in 2015, WWE Diva star Zara Scriber lost her job as a wrestling star after someone went back through her Instagram and found these pictures she had shared of a My Little Pony character dressed as Hitler and some sort of satanic looking swastika collage thing. As the outrage expectedly poured in, Zara defended herself by saying, "I like history. The swastikas means prosperity and luck. It was around way before Hitler turned into an icon." Now while that is kind of true, she clearly wasn't talking about the ancient Hindu version when she posted the Hitler My Little Pony thing. Whatever that is. Coming in at the number 7 spot now, we're going over to Taco John's, where this picture was posted to the company's Facebook with the message: "This woman was preparing food with bare feet, no uniform, her bra and chest hanging out all over the place. She was pouring sweat, wiping it off with her hands and not washing them. I asked for the manager. She was the manager." Yes, that was manager Melinda Harvorson, who was swiftly fired for violating health codes. In her defense, some people said she was preparing food for herself and her friends, but it's a pretty shaky defense. I don't know, what do you guys think? Coming in at the number 6 spot now, we have Paula Deen. The famous TV chef has got into trouble over the years for being racist. There's no two ways around that one. In 2015, she posted an image to her social media of her and some of the crew dressed up as TV characters from the 1950s show I Love Lucy. Now people immediately noticed that her son Bobby, who was dressed up as the character Ricky Ricardo from Cuba, was clearly painted a darker shade of brown. Some people were outraged and called it brownface, and while Twitter argued about it, Paula Deen released a statement that she had fired her social media manager. Probably because you can't fire yourself. Actually, you can fire yourself. What am I talking about? Moving on to number 5 now. In 2013, a Subway employee in Ohio called Ian Jett was fired for posting this picture. Now at first you might think, it's blurred out, what is he doing? I can't really see. And then you'll probably be all like, oh no. No, surely he's not actually. But yes, he is putting exactly what you thought he was putting onto that Subway sandwich looking dough. Unbelievable. The caption read, "My name is Ian Jett and I will be your sandwich artist today." Now before you guys pick up your pitchforks, apparently he told an interviewer that this picture was actually taken at home and not at work, and that it was just a joke. But I don't know if that was clear enough, and Subway certainly didn't see the funny side and fired the sandwich artist right away. Next up at number 4, in 2013, a woman called Caitlin Semino posted a picture of her posing with a couple of racists. Well, how do I know this picture is racist, you might ask? Well, take a look at it yourself. Yes, that guy is actually wearing full blackface as part of his costume depicting Trayvon Martin, the 17-year-old who was fatally shot by neighborhood watch coordinator George Zimmerman. First question you might ask is, what on earth were they actually thinking? Either they weren't, or they're just straight up racist, and Caitlin seemed to think this was all fine, and she stood and smiled and posed with them for a picture with these absolute morons. ones. She tried to take the pictures down when she got a huge backlash, but it was already too late, and she lost her job when her workplace didn't want to be associated with her anymore because she wanted to be associated with blackface. Good riddance. Moving on to number 3 now, we have Olivia Sprower. She was a high school teacher from Florida who decided to do some part-time swimwear modeling. She was doing this for a while and said she knew full well that if the school found out she would lose her job. Olivia said she didn't mind though because she just wanted to make it to the end of the school year. Unfortunately, she didn't. On April 29th, she was called into the principal's office and asked to confirm if the pictures were indeed her. She said yes and was fired on the spot. In a later interview, Olivia said, "I don't make pornography, I don't open my legs on camera, I take swimsuit glamour style photography." What do you guys think though? This was quite hotly debated in the media at the time. Is swimsuit modeling inappropriate for a teacher to pose in? Next up at number 2 now, in 2013, New Jersey waitress Dana Morales posted a picture of a receipt to a gay community Facebook page. It appeared to show that she had not been tipped by a customer, and it said, "Sorry, I cannot tip you because I do not agree with your lifestyle and the way you live your life." People were obviously outraged that she had experienced such discrimination, and she ended up being given $3,000 by well-wishing strangers. But then, a few days later, another receipt was posted online. This one was the customer's copy of the exact same bill, and it showed they had tipped Dana $18 on a $93 bill. Now, Dana did not comment on why she forged a receipt and took thousands of dollars from strangers, although she did end up refunding all the online money. Her employer quickly said she was no longer working for that restaurant. And finally now, at number 1, in 2015, Alejandro Rett was vice president of clothing company J. Crew. The company had been struggling a lot and had announced they were going to have to lay off 175 of their employees from across the company. Luckily, Alejandro avoided the chopping block but still had to tell some staff members below him that they were being let go. A very sad day, you might think. Nah, no way. Alejandro posted pictures just hours later of him celebrating with other high-up employees with the hashtag Hunger Games and "May the odds be ever in your favor," referring to the dog-eat-dog nature of the Hunger Games movies. Now, you might say this is a little bit insensitive to post this at the same time as some of your colleagues are going home and wondering how they were going to pay their rent that month. Well, J. Crew seemed to think so too, and insiders at the company said Alejandro was fired soon after. I wonder if anyone partied that night. Well guys, what do you think of all of those? Were they justified? Were there some that were a little bit unfair? I've seen a lot of you guys debating these very intensely in the comments section of our last 2 videos, so I am really interested to see what you have to say this time. My name is Danny Burke, this channel is Most Amazing Top 10, and I'll see all you guys in the next one.